What's up, everybody? Welcome back. Now, if you're watching this video, you either live in a foreign country or you're planning on going to live in a foreign country. All right, so I'm gonna share with you 3+1 tips that would help you to be successful living in another country, whether you are an international student or you're just working or trying to live in another country. All right, so I have a friend from church. She's really the reason why I'm making this video. So she is going to be an English teacher in South Korea. All right, so she's leaving in like 2 days. Now, I want to give her, or any of you guys who are watching, these tips so you can be successful living in another place. All right, so the first one, tip number one, I gotta look at my notes here. All right, the first one is do your best to learn the language and then use it every day. All right, what do I mean by this? You need to learn the language, whatever that is, English, Korean, Thai, German, Italian, whatever you have. All right, I need you to be able to learn some of the basic language, speaking, listening, grammar, writing. All right, communication is the number one key thing. It would help you to be successful in another country. All right, so you need to be able to at least do minimal basic conversations. You need to understand what people say, and then you need to be able to communicate your thoughts clearly to the locals. All right, so you don't need to know the language perfectly before you travel there. All right, being able to use it every day is going to help you improve it so much faster. All right, I had tutors before I came here, speaking tutor. I would practice my English with him every day, and that really helped. But nothing beats using it every day in the environment of the native speaker. All right, so that's tip number one. Tip number two, let me take a look. Tip number two is find a local community. What do I mean by this? Now, in my last video, I kind of mentioned about, finding a club on your campus, join a Christian club or any other clubs that you are interested in. This is what I mean. You need to find people of that culture, of that country, that share the same hobby and passion as you. All right, join a singing club. Join a drawing club, photography club, all right, film club, whatever you can find, all right, whatever your interested is. I'm sure the school that you're going to will have that club ready for you to join. Now, in this case, this friend of mine, she is going to be plugged into a local church in Korea. All right, so that's actually the best way out of all the clubs you can join, is to find a local church. So if you are a Christian, whether you're a Christian or not, if you're not a Christian, try to look for a Christian club on campus, and then they for sure will be able to invite you to some local churches. Churches is essentially this big networking place where you can find all sorts of help. All right, it will help you to get plugged into the community so fast, and then it will teach you a lot about how local people do things. And then from there, you can meet more people, maybe people in your age, right? So in this case, she's going to get plugged into a local church, and then she will be able to get this tip across the list. And she said before even she got there, she already made the connection to someone who's there locally. So this is going to be so important, so helpful for her success. All right. And then tip number three is look for volunteer opportunities. All right, look for volunteering opportunities. If your goal is I want to stay in this country for the long term. I want to stay there. I want to find a job. This is what you need to do starting from day one. All right. You need to be able to look for opportunities where you can gain experience working, volunteering in your field. All right. So if you're in business, you need to go find somewhere you can be an intern, be a volunteer. So in my specific, well, actually, here's what I experienced that helped me, okay? So I was able to live for free for almost two to 3 years because I worked as an international ambassador for the housing department at my college. All right, so my paycheck was to live free, to live rent free. I lived with the host family in the homestay, and then my paycheck covered my living, my rent essentially. All right, and then the way I was able to land that job was because I volunteered. I plugged myself into those events that they had, and I had a mentor who recommended me because I did so much volunteer work that they saw I was involved. They saw that I was devoted. So it was a breeze. I was hired like that. All right. So if you wanted to land a job after college, or even if you're even not going to school, working for something that you're actually passionate about is actually gonna help you after you graduate, after you finish, if you really want to stay in that country. All right. So the bonus tip number 4 will be record, document this journey. All right. This is something I presented to my friend. Something I wish I did, but I didn't do, was to document my 7 years of journey of living in the United States as a Chinese. All right. You are going to be able to reach an audience with this journey. And then you're going to build some amazing relationship if you document this journey. And then one is you can look back at these look at these videos, or if you choose video as the media to go with, then you can look back at these videos and then learn, being able to show people, hey, this is what I did. I've accomplished this. And, it's just another thing that you can show people that you've done in life, right? Secondly, you'll be able to make connections. People who are looking, this is essentially what I'm doing right now, right? I'm sharing my experience, opportunity with you guys so you don't have to make some of the mistakes I've made in the past, or being able to benefit from, let me just change the exposure a little bit so you can see me. So you don't have to make any mistakes I've made in the past if I can share with you about it now. So yeah, those are the 4 tips. Let me repeat them again. Number 1, do your best to learn the language and use it every day. Second, find a local community. Third, look for a volunteer, or look for any volunteer opportunities if you want to stay in that country. Number 4, bonus, record, document this journey. All right. You can do video or photo or blog, however you want to do, but it's going to come so important for you in the future. You're going to be able to make so many connections, and then it's really something you can show people that you've accomplished. All right. I'll see you in the next video.